Let's break down the metaphysical anatomy of the gods. This is where we get deep. Pay attention. The gods are electrical beings composed of 6 neutrons, 6 electrons, and 6 protons at our core. That's what Mr. Manhattan had did in the movie. All right? The God, and he knew this, and you need to know this. This is how you control. I'm giving y'all a secret that they use. This is how you bend time, space, energy, matter. If you can accept in your being that you are electrical and that you are composed at your base form, I'm talking about subatomic particles, right? You break down the neutrons, electrons, and protons. And if you can really meditate on that, you will be able to bend reality, space, time, everything around you, because it's at that level that you realize that you literally are everything and everything is you. But let's keep it going, though. All right? So, the metaphysical anatomy of the gods. The gods are electrical beings composed of 6 neutrons, 6 electrons, and 6 protons at our core. The gods are made up of dark matter energy, which manifests in this material realm as carbon. Do you understand why we so motherfucking powerful? Let me read that again. Goddamn Sam I am. All right? Let me say it again. The gods, blacks and Latinos. This is the metaphysical anatomy of us. So, this is meta-fucking-physics coming from the people for the people. This ain't no metaphysics I'm making up. None of that. They never taught us metaphysics or quantum physics or physics in school, really anything. All right? So, I'm giving y'all the metaphysical anatomy of us. Let's keep going. And you can research this for your goddamn self. All right? The gods, Latinos and blacks, we are the gods, are electrical beings composed of 6 neutrons, 6 electrons, and 6 protons at our core. The gods are made up of dark matter energy, which manifests in this material realm as carbon, people. So this carbon that we see is nothing but dark matter energy in the physical form. Now do you see why they want to kill blacks and Latinos even more? They know that that's dark matter energy. Now you see why that cop walking up to the car like, his motherfucking hand shaking when he walking up on you and shit. Motherfucker wondering like, why the fuck he shooting black people? Why the fuck is he taking his job if he's scared? Because these cops, who do they work for? What spirit do they embody? The system, the elite. Even if they don't know it, all right? Their conscience has been hijacked because they got that badge on, right? So they know that they walking up to a god when they walking up on that black or the Latino. Fucking hands shaking. They scared in they fucking boots. You are dark matter energy and manifestation. They know it. Now do you see why they so scared? You don't know it, but they know it. That's like walking up to a motherfucking gorilla. And you know he a gorilla. Would you hop in a cage and walk up to a silverback gorilla? Even if he chained? No, you ain't. No, you ain't. And if you do, you're going to be like this. You're going to be hesitant. Because you know, even though that gorilla chained and he drugged, at any given time, that motherfucker wake up. Ain't that what we do when alligators get their ass clamped on the motherfucking boards and shit? They be tied, hog tied and shit. They by the snout, whole snout tied. They getting tied off. You know what I'm saying? And when you see the alligator, would you walk up to the alligator while it's tied up, even though it's drugged, and just still be cool? No, you wouldn't. Not when you have been placed, when fear has been placed in you already, like it has about these animals. So that's the example I'm running with. You know you wouldn't. Because in the back of your mind, you know. You like, man, this a motherfucking alligator. I don't give a fuck how sleek the nigga is. I don't give a fuck how many darts y'all done hit this nigga with. Don't put this nigga in the truck with me. I'm not getting in there with his ass. You say he sleep? Okay, you get in there with his ass, I'll drive. Okay? Matter of fact, I won't even drive the truck that he's on with your bitch ass. I'm going to let y'all ride in that truck and I'm going to ride behind y'all ass. Because if he do wake up, I'm not going to be in this motherfucker. Yeah, not me. Not I. Not I. No, not I. You know what I'm saying? That's how you would be. Okay, so that's how they look at us. Even though we sleeping under all these spells, we that fucking alligator that's been hit with darts, that's being hauled off. They like, oh, shit. So when they walking up to your car, they shivering in their motherfucking boots. Even if they don't want to. Look, metaphysically, you have a soul, so you are magnetism. Hi, Magneto. Another character written about your DNA. X-Man. You are magnetism, X-Man. Magneto. So they can feel your magnetism because they don't have it. They can feel your magnetism because they don't have it. I repeat. So before they even get up on you, they can feel your electromagnetic field. You feel me? You that alligator that's been tied up. You don't know you that alligator, but they know. So they still scared. They still proceed with what's called motherfucking caution. Proceed with motherfucking caution. And if his ass look wrong, kill him. We can't take the risk. These are deities that we are arresting. These are gods. They taught our forefathers. Our forefathers studied these gods. They feared them. These police know this about us. Dark matter energy. Let me show y'all dark matter energy. So just to give y'all an idea of how powerful dark matter motherfucking energy is. All right. Let's look at Rise of the Dark Phoenix. All right. Of the Dark Phoenix. Just to give you a little just a little idea. Because remember, these human beings, they can't grasp our power in their movies, but they try to give you a little idea. Okay? Let's take a look at the trailer. They put a white face on here because they don't want you to know this is you. This whole movie, Rise of the Dark Phoenix, is about dark matter fucking energy. Let me show you how powerful it is. This is an example, just a small tip. Just a tip of the iceberg of how powerful the carbon that's running in you is. It's dark matter energy. But in the physical, it manifests as carbon. Just like when you burn carbon, it turns into a gas and it liquefies and it burns blue. All right? I'm giving y'all the science of this shit. You feel me? It's the science. And I ain't had to go to their universities. I went to the ancestors' university. Fuck their university. Facts. Pay attention, people. Dark matter energy. Pay attention to how powerful it is. And we all know that Jean Grey is what? Is she not the most powerful X-Men? Signs and symbols for the conscious motherfucking mind. Pay attention to dark matter energy, people. This was in your carbon, people. This what you are.
Why did you make me do that?
Look at me. Focus on my voice. I'm not giving up on you, Jean.
She was my...
Remember, people, the dark matter energy that they called the Phoenix was so fucking powerful that she couldn't control it. She couldn't control it. It was too powerful. That's symbolic of how powerful your carbon is. Your carbon is dark matter energy. Don't you know the atomic bomb that was dropped on Hiroshima? Guess what they used to construct it, people? Carbon. All weapons are made out of carbon. Our fucking skin is literally used for their weaponry. Let's pay attention to keep it going, though. Facts. You didn't know this about yourself, but they do. This is why they killing us. They know this or trying to kill us.
You're my family, Jean. No matter what.
Stop. Look. You're special, Jean. And if you stop fighting that force inside you...
Pay attention. Do y'all see how they tell y'all the truth about us? Listen to what did she tell Jean? Jean, you are special. You are powerful. And if you just stop fighting that force of what you are, that's the secret, y'all. You powerful. But if you fighting that force because you don't believe that you are all powerful, you don't believe you can fly and do things way crazy than that, you're stopping yourself. But you only believe that you can't do that shit through these spells and the programming that they put, the nanobots, the spells, the shit they put in our blood. But pay attention, people. Listen to this. Pay attention.
To embrace it. You will possess the very power of a god.
What she tell her? What did she just tell her? You will possess the very power of the who? Of the who? Now that we know who the gods are, she just told Jean Grey, you will possess the very power of the gods. The very power of us at our core is dark matter motherfucking energy. This is why it's carbon. This is why they always tell you to fear the darkness. Come out the darkness, go into the light. This is why they attack darkness so much in their English history that they taught us. Look at her, y'all. Look at her. Look at what she's becoming. Dark matter energy. This is real shit. People, pay attention. Kundalini energy. Kundalini energy. Then this what the fuck finna happen when that second sun hit too. After that second sun hit, you gonna be seeing all this type of shit. It's finna get real crazy and wild. But keep paying attention, y'all. See, they always put it in their movies, y'all. They don't create shit. They are soulless beings, and you need a soul to create. All right? They cannot create without souls. They only rewrite the history of us and pour it back to us as movies. Pay attention. Kundalini energy, people. And they keep, and notice, they got white faces for a reason. They don't want you to know that this is you. Notice he blue. Signs and symbols for the conscious mind. Magneto. Magnetism. Magnesium. Boom. Do you see what she's doing to Magneto? Now, why did they show her destroying Magneto? Because he has been the most powerful X-Men if you know about X-Men. And Magneto represents the magnesium in us. But the dark matter energy is so fucking powerful that no force is more powerful than dark matter energy because everything comes from dark matter energy. Pay attention, man. And this is what our bodies is made of, people. And y'all scared of them. Y'all scared of them. Is y'all crazy? Do you know what the fuck you are? Sound crazy.
Tell me how we fix this, Charles. Tell me what to do. Now tell me what to do.
Hey, hold on. I'm stopping for a reason. What did Cyclops just say to Charles Xavier? Professor, tell me what to do. I don't know. The Professor X. This supposed to be Professor told his ass. I don't know what to do. Her ass too fucking strong. Dark matter energy. Keep paying attention. Signs and symbols for the conscious mind, my people.
Understand what they fear and what they fear. We seek to destroy.
Ooh, Marvel giving you all the gems. If your third eye open, what did they just say? That girl just told Jean what? And Jean represents the dark matter energy. You are what they fear. Nah, she said you are what they don't understand. To this day, they have not yet figured out how to conquer dark matter energy. They have not figured out how to conquer the brain. They tell you themselves, the human brain is one of the only places they have yet to explore. It's the last place of exploration. So, what did she just tell Jean? They do not understand you. And what they don't understand, they fear. And what they fear, they do what? They seek to destroy. So now, my people, do you understand why they have been killing us? We the fucking X-Men. Because they don't understand the core of our powers because they can't access it. So they fear us because of that. And because they fear us, they do what? They seek to destroy us. What they fear, they seek to destroy. Pay attention. Signs and symbols for the conscious mind. Look how she levitating. Get ready to see a lot of this. You thought this was a movie. All this shit is what they call defying the laws of physics. All these human man-made laws of physics. Y'all thinking motherfucker can't fly. Do you know how that's a basic ass law of physics. Flight ain't shit. Study physics and quantum physics. Flight ain't shit. Levitation, that's basic physics. Physics 101. You talking about flight. That ain't shit. Like I say, what we was doing defies the laws of physics. Who you think made the laws of physics? Isaac Newton. And who was he? A reptilian. Why is it called the laws of physics? Because these laws are put in place to make you think that you can't go past that shit. They was put in place to affect the neurochemistry of your brain. Let's keep it going. Pay attention, my people. Dark matter energy. Go watch this movie.
It's your fault, Charles. I tried to protect her.
I'm scared. And when I lose control, bad things happen to people I love.
What did they say? Why she keep saying she's scared the whole movie? Because that's how powerful the dark matter energy is. And what did she just say? When she lose control, bad things happen. And that's what's going to happen when we lose control on they motherfucking ass. Once the gods, blacks and Latinos lose control, meaning we let go of all the programming. What's control? Programming. Once we get rid of all the food spells and programming that they have put in our DNA and we let it go, we become complete chaos. We become what we are at the core. Dark matter energy, which is how all life was created. That Big Bang they talk about in the theory of the universe, we are that motherfucking Big Bang. We the spark that created that Big Bang they talk about. All right? And once we let go, we are going to unleash a fury like no other. And this is why they make all these movies talking about the shit. Pay attention.
Girl dies. She's still Jean. We can still help her.
Sometimes you want to believe people are something that they are not. by the time you realize who they are,
Boy,
it's too late.
look at that. Y'all see it running through her. You see it running through her face? The power, the energy. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gonna look. That's why they didn't want us getting tattoos, because in ancient days we had tattoos all over our body, but those tattoos used to light up with electrical pulse charges of energy, high gamma radiation. And when we would get in our fury, we would light up literally our tattoos and all. You feel me? Somebody said I didn't mention the Indians. The Indians will come up in the creation story, but there are no such thing as the Indians. We are the Indians. It's just another name for us. All right? But pay attention to how she looks. Right? Dark matter energy, all right? Although that's going to be more of a violet color than a red, but just pay attention to how she's... Look at that, all right? Don't let that shit go over your head as a movie, because you might wake up and see your husband doing that one day, or your brother, your sister. Don't get scared. The dark matter energy is being activated. What activates the dark matter energy, people? The sun. That's why they've been blocking out shit. All right? So, y'all go watch that movie, though. Let's keep it going, though. We almost through here, y'all. Let's keep it going. Okay, so... All right? The gods are made up of a dark matter energy which manifests in this material as carbon. All right? They showed this to you in Dr. Manhattan too. Carbon used to vibrate green, blue, or red. That's why he's blue. He's vibrating at a high frequency, people. Carbon used to vibrate green, blue, or red in the ancient days of planet Kai. But in current times, the gods' pigmentations now vibrate brown or copper due to the electromagnetic field of the planet being knocked out of balance since the Great Invasion of 1492. All right? So people want to know why we used to be blue, red, and green and bigger. Why are we these copper complexions now? That's why. Because carbon used to vibrate blue, green, or red. It actually still does. But we are low in frequency and lower in dimension, right? In the ancient days of planet Kai, we vibrated blue, green, or red. In current times, though, our pigmentations now vibrate brown and copper, and this is due to the electromagnetic field around the planet that I've been telling you about when they knocked our second sun out the sky during the Great Invasion, all right? And tore down our towers and cut down our trees. These were all direct dark matter energy sources for us that we connected to. This was what they were showing you in Avatar. All right? This is why, look at how the natives reacted to the trees getting cut down. Yeah, that's what it did to us. Literally, some of us shrunk right on sight. As soon as they fucking got to shooting the trees down, some of us shrunk. Animals shrunk. Everything got to change in form. Facts. Remember I was talking to y'all earlier about them birds, them natural birds, them eagles and them falcons, dragons. Yeah, everything changes when you go up in frequency. All right? Yeah, like this shit get deep. Jack and the Beanstalk, it get deep. Higher dimensions all around us that we had. But like I did a video, a lot of people have been seeing these cities in the clouds, so y'all know what's going on. You know, a lot of this stuff, we rising in frequency again. So stuff is being revealed. It ain't gonna be hidden no more. All right? That's what this whole year was about. All right? But anyway, being electrical, the gods require electricity to properly function. I need y'all to focus on that right there. All right? Being electrical, the gods require electricity to properly function. I repeat. Being electrical, the gods require electricity to properly function. The avatars of the gods, so the avatars are our bodies, the avatars of the gods are highly advanced, being able to perform things that completely defy the laws of physics. Let me say that again. The avatars of the gods, the bodies of us, are highly advanced, being able to perform things that completely defy the laws of physics. So if you put electricity in these bodies, these bodies will start doing things that completely defy the laws of physics. That's why I keep saying, talk about flying. That ain't shit compared to what these bodies, these avatars can do when you put actual electricity into it as opposed to dead flesh. Flesh doesn't charge up your body, it kills it. Right? You need things, electricity. You are electrical. So you need electricity. Is it making sense? You cannot eat meat because you are electrical, motherfucker. So even if you keep eating meat after this goddamn day, you only fucking up your neurochemistry and your wiring of you. You can be mad all you want. A lot of us, like Teeny said, a lot of us you don't even like the food. Not only are you attracted to it they're using the frequency rays of your natural electromagnetic field to lure you by putting those colors in their logos, but the seasoning which comes from the planet is what you like. You don't like the meat by itself. Okay, eat some meat without it being seasoned, and then come back and let me know how you feel about that burger. I bet you don't feel the same. I bet you don't feel the same. Remove the lettuce, remove the tomatoes, remove all the condiments and shit. No, it's just about meat, right? Eat the burger by its goddamn self. Don't put no bread on there. That comes from the ground, from the planet. Don't put no salads. Don't put no onion. No, none of that. Just the meat patty. I guarantee. With no seasoning, I guarantee you can't eat that whole burger by it. I bet you can't eat it. I bet you can't eat it. You know what helps you eat it? Seasoning, spices, and herbs. Things that grow from the planet, which your body being made of dark matter energy already correlates with. So the seasoning and the spices they put on the food further manipulates the metaphysical you into thinking that it's okay. Yeah, these motherfuckers get deep. They don't play. All right, let's go though. But being electrical, the gods require electricity to properly function. The avatars of the gods are highly advanced, being able to perform things that completely defy the laws of physics. The avatar, come on, you good, man? The avatars of the gods can still operate without electricity, but will have access to only 10% of the body of the avatar they are operating in, leading the avatar to perform in a zombie-like state. Okay? Hold on. Go back. I repeat. Say that again. Being electrical, the gods require electricity to properly function. The avatars of the gods are highly advanced, being able to perform things that completely defy the laws of physics. The avatars of the gods can still operate without electricity, but will have access to only 10% of the body of the avatar in which they are operating in, leading that avatar to perform in a, you good, babe? I'm holding it on the angle. In a zombie-like, you heard me? In a zombie-like state. Okay? So, let me say that again. Do you understand more why they give us meat? The avatars, your body of the god, the bodies, avatars of the gods can still operate without electricity. So that means even without the proper food, if you want to call it that, the body will still be able to operate. But you will have limited access to only 10% of the body of the avatar. All right? Leading the avatar to perform in a zombie-like state. All right? The other 90% that is being disconnected from the god race is hidden in human history books behind the title of junk DNA. Ooh, the metaphysics of that shit run deep, don't it? All right, let me say that again. Right? So even if you don't eat if you don't put the proper electricity into your body, right? And food wouldn't be a part of it. Only vegetables, fruits, sunlight, and water, right? If you don't put the proper, because I know some people are like, well, protein and calories give you weight. No, calories don't give you weight. Go look up the etymology of calorie. I'm not going to do that for y'all, but look up the etymology of calories and tell me what it tells you, and you're going to find out you don't even need fucking calories. So everything that they telling you that you need in your body, calories, protein, carbohydrates, and fats was a motherfucking lie, as well as food. Facts. All right? We are electrical beings, okay? So, but if we don't have enough electricity, the avatar will still work. It will still work, but only 10%. You will only have access to 10% of this avatar's abilities. All right? This is where the saying come from. This is where the saying come from. We only use 10% of our brain. But when they said we, remember, they got we thinking we meaning human beings, but we aren't all motherfucking human beings. So that we only applies to the gods, who this affects metaphysically on that level. Okay? So the food, by them putting the dead flesh in us, it shut off 90% of the capabilities of these bodies or avatars. All right? All right? That's huge. That's fucking huge. And the other 90% that the gods that we are disconnected from is hidden in human history books behind the title of junk DNA. You go Google junk DNA. You look up junk DNA, it's going to tell you that 90% of our DNA is junk DNA. That's a motherfucking lie. That's the 90% they have cut us off from with the direct food spell in the feeding of meat into an electrical circuit. That's just like if you go put sugar in a motherfucking tank, it's gonna fuck the whole car up, right? If I go put a Snicker or a Payday in your tank, in your gas tank, it's gonna fuck your car up. That's what food does to your car. It fucks your car up. Is this clicking, my people? Because